How's it going, everybody? Rybread here today, and I'm going to stray away from the regular schedule as the NHL 18 official teaser trailer has come out. I'm so hyped for this. I did watch it earlier on a crappy quality on my phone, very tiny, so I'm very excited to let you guys see my reaction to it. This is my first reaction video. I'm very excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Let me know your thoughts if you've already seen it down in the comments section. If you haven't seen it yet, let's pump up this volume here. Let's let you guys watch it. And if this is your first time watching it, I hope you're as excited as I am after you watch it. So let's get it started. Alright guys, so that is the NHL 18 official teaser trailer. Let's get into my reaction and breaking it down just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to have a crazy breakdown and doing a whole bunch of analysis and everything like that. I'm ready to watch this trailer. It's a teaser trailer. I wouldn't dig too deep into this saying, oh, well, this is going to be in there, but there are some things that I can tell and some of my thoughts that popped into my head when I was watching this. So let's go ahead and roll a little bit. As you can see, the skating is still looking pretty good. Right here, I love the animation and the talking. I love the guy speaking over the top, the voiceover. I think it's a fantastic line about, you know, they teach you all the fundamentals, and he's basically saying, talking about the basic stuff, but what's the fun in that? Which is kind of why you play Chell, you know? You don't play with your buddies to dump and chase and to grind it out and to win the battles in the corners, and to get those greasy goals in front of the net. That's not why you play Chell. You play Chell to deke out the entire team, go coast to coast, burn the goalie, and snipe top corner. That's why we all play Chell. It's very, very fun, and that's why we all love hockey too, is for those magical moments that we can recreate on our console. As far as this trailer is concerned, first thing I want to touch on is the lighting. Again, EA Sports is very, very big into how they light their games and how the lighting and the fixtures are in the game. So if you'll notice over to the right side of your screen, the lighting, you can see there's a couple lights from the ceiling off the wall there, as well as some shine up in the very, very top right from the ceiling as well. If you notice Marner, he's the guy with the puck, if you guys didn't know. The shadows are excellent on him. You can see on his right arm, on his left arm, excuse me, our right. His left arm, he's got the shadow that kind of goes from the armpit down to the crest of the maple leaf. Because that's where his elbow and his bicep would be covering the light. And on the right side, again, just underneath his shoulder, it's a little bit dark, and the numbers are bent in the way it would be if he was wearing the jersey. And it's just very, very good quality graphics, but that's something I've come to expect. I don't expect the graphics to look all that different, and I think that's why a lot of people say same game with a roster update, because they don't really see huge leaps in the graphics. But because I don't think NHL 18 is going to have the Frostbite engine, I don't think we're going to see a gigantic leap in graphics. It's going to be fine-tuned and better than last year's version, NHL 17, but I don't think we're going to see the giant leap that a game like FIFA has had or that Madden 18 will have. So let's just go ahead and keep it rolling here. Before I hit play, one of the things I don't like is the way Marner's face looks and the way he's got his mouthpiece hanging out of his mouth. I've never honestly seen an NHL player do that on the rush. I've seen them during stoppages take it out of their mouth and hang it out of their mouth, maybe for a face-off or something, but I've never seen it happen during the rush. I'm sure it does happen, but I've never seen it, which is why I don't think they should have expended energy and resources to get that in the game, because I don't think it's that huge. Steph Curry does it in the NBA, but I've never seen a guy like Mitch Marner do it in the NHL. Carrying on, you'll notice here, as the voiceover goes on in the background, right here in slow motion, you guys can see it, and there it is. He removes his right hand from the stick, which makes me believe we are going to have the skill stick from old gen back in current gen consoles, Xbox One and PS4. Welcome the NHL skill stick. Now, I remember the skill stick I still go back and play the old games, NHL 14, NHL 15 for the old gen, on my buddy's Xbox 360, and God, it is different. We have like 7 dekes now, but back then there were so many possibilities. There was the Datsuk. Oh my God, there were so many dekes. You actually had to make an NHL NHL 14 deke tutorial, how to do every deke in the game. Stuff like that was actually around. It kind of died off in the current gen because, well, you do like 6 dekes a game, maybe, and 3 of them are probably the same anyway. Between the legs, sidestep or windmill, that's all you really do. That's all you really can do. You never hop, you never go off the skate. There's no reason to do anything like that. Spinorama, maybe. I've got a good goal that I know I did a spinorama on. I was pretty excited about it. But anyway, very excited to see them bring this back now. A little funny thing, guys. Watch the color of his stick and stick tape after he makes this move. We'll go ahead here, get it underway after he undresses Erik Karlsson, one of the best defenders in the NHL, and boom, there it is. Guys, look at his stick is now black with a black stick tape. I think that's hilarious. I find that so funny. A little bit of shot at the EA dev team because they didn't catch that one, although when you're trying to pump out a teaser trailer, I guess you don't necessarily care about all the fine-tuning, which is why I said don't really expect this to be the final product you play in September. It is June right now, so they do have plenty of months to still touch up the game, and the full reveal isn't even out yet. That would probably be, this is probably alpha footage or not even close to beta. I don't know what this footage would be, but there's a high chance this is alpha. And this isn't the game this is not the game you're going to play in September, guys. I'm just letting you know right now what you're watching is not what you will be touching in September. Although it will probably pretty darn close, it probably won't be the same thing. But this right here is one I wanted to touch on. Well, okay, we know glitch goals are still in the game because obviously EA Sports just did one with the toe drag right around Craig Anderson there, who still bit for some reason over to the right, even though he didn't make a move to the right. He just did a simple toe drag to the right. From right to left. But here's the exciting part. Oh, wait. It looks like he did. It looks like he did fake shoot on the right side, and then on the left side, he goes ahead and tucks it in there. But one of the things I wanted to touch on here as I slow the video down for you guys, you're going to see it right there. Right there. And they're going to slow it down too. Watch his hands right here. And bang, right there. You guys, can you guys see that? He's actually lifting his hands and getting underneath the puck when he shoots. Also, the toe drag animation looks a lot more fluid. If you watch here, that right there, that little with the back, it just looks way more fluid and much, much better than the old toe drag in NHL 17 or 16. Which makes me think that they're actually going to make ratings matter, because I've seen videos out there comparing John Scott to Sidney Crosby, and there is no difference between the two of them, which is really sad, because Sidney Crosby should skate circles and deke around John Scott every day of the week. So I kind of hope that ratings actually do play a part in here, because I know I can do the same thing with Patrick Kane that I can with a guy like Tyler Myers. They should not be able to have the same kind of hands or the same kind of shooting ability, but I can, you know, it consistently happens when you're playing in the franchise mode or something. They both can do the same thing when you're controlling them with your controller. But right here is, I definitely think they're adding like a FIFA element almost, where he's getting underneath the puck, which makes me think, like I said, FIFA is coming towards NHL a little bit. If you guys remember, this year in FIFA, they added real physics to the ball, so it wouldn't be a perfect strike every time. It may hop up on you just at the very last second, and you'd go to strike it, and maybe, you know, it would still go in, but it wouldn't be the shot and you could feel it too. You could feel when the shot wasn't 100% right. You know, but like, you know, 9 times out of 10, it wouldn't be the perfect strike, but that one time, you'd catch it right with the inside part of your foot, and you'd curl it. You'd be leaning back perfectly, curling it right up into that top right corner, right over the goalkeeper, and net that one in the back of the net. But you couldn't do that every time, which is something the video games have been famous for, is you just go here and then you shoot, and something NHL has been famous for is its glitch goals, like I said, the toe drag on the breakaway, which I don't necessarily say is as much of a glitch goal as go to the top of the circle and slap shot it short side, because that's going to work every damn time. But I definitely think there is going to be some more variability than we see now, because you really don't see variability when it comes to shooting. But I definitely think the puck is actually going to be on edge. It's going to knuckle. I think the puck is going to have some physics. I hope they're going to add that in there. That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, you can't read too much into this teaser trailer because it is just a teaser. But that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, guys. Also, I wanted to touch on the celebration right here. You can see Marner does the classic A button or X button into the boards, but then William Nylander comes right up and hugs him instantly along the boards, which makes me think it's going to be like FIFA again. As close to FIFA as you can get, it would be very, very welcomed for an NHL fan, because FIFA is the apparent throne, the king, if you will, of EA Sports video games. I know it's still not a perfect game, and anyone who plays FIFA will tell you that, but it's certainly farther along than NHL is. But yeah, you might be able to interact with players during celebrations and be able to make the celebration a little bit more fun. And maybe you'll have an LB and double tap the Y button, and you can dab, something like something like FIFA, because I know they added all those celebrations in there, but it kind of sucked because they were only for Be A Pro or EASHL, or if you assign them to a player. But nobody wants to take the time to do that. They want to learn a button combination, rotate the right stick to do a headstand, LB and Y to do a dab, and to do push-ups, RT and B. Something stupid like that. You guys know, if you guys haven't played FIFA, that's how it works in FIFA when you do celebrations. It's really cool. I would look it up. But I really hope the celebrations are more fluent and a little bit more, just more user-friendly, less animated. I know celebrations are usually animated, but FIFA does a really good job with their animation. And in NHL, you score that fantastic goal, you want to mob your teammates, or you want to have this awesome celebration that, is not just the usual couple that you click on the stick. You can do every celebration as many times as you want. Just changing up what button combination you push would be pretty cool to be able to do any celebration in the game and not just be locked into pressing the Y or triangle button to whatever one you assigned. But I'm really excited for NHL 18. I know it gets a really bad rap. Everyone's saying it's a roster update that's $70, $60, however much you're going to pay for it, $80. But I really do give EA Sports credit. I think it is a very, very good game. Yes, they could get farther on some things rather than others. They spend all their time in HUT, and us franchise mode and Be A Pro and any other kind of game mode out there kind of suffer for it. But guys, you got to remember, EA Sports is a business. As much as it sucks, we just want them to meet us halfway, and I think NHL 18, they're getting closer to meeting us halfway. I'm pretty sure they're going to add solo challenges into HUT, and I am hoping they redo Be A Pro and add maybe more of a story element, or at least bring back Live the Life, because I don't know why they would take that out. That was a great game mode that had a lot of potential and a lot of traction going forward. And maybe, the additions to franchise mode were very, very welcome, but a couple things that they could improve, like trading and just the AI logic. I know there's teams, if you go far enough into your franchise mode, teams don't have a goalie better than a 78, and it's really, really sad, because then you start to lose the parity in the league just because the other GMs are so dumb. But there's a lot they could do. The GM tracker, that was very nice, but maybe hiring personnel is something they could bring in, but I doubt that's going to happen. You can always hope, right? But yeah. So those are my thoughts and my hopes and my wishes for NHL 18. I'm very excited for this game to come out. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys have to say about this game and what you think they could add, or what you want them to add. I want to hear that stuff. I want to interact with you guys. I want to talk about that and talk about the possibility of any of this stuff happening. So guys, that's it. And as we see at the end of the video here, the full reveal is June 21st, and you better believe it, I will have a video on June 21st when the full reveal comes out. I'm very excited. Make sure to subscribe here to my channel if you want the first NHL 18 content when it comes out in September. Xbox and EA Access, you get it a couple days early. I'll make sure to show you guys what it looks like. So if you still haven't bought it, in those 3 days, you'll be sure to know if you want it or not. And guys, I can pretty much guarantee it. This game is going to be a very, very welcomed improvement from last year when people were saying they should take a year off. They're going to step up their game, backs against the wall. Definitely going to be a very, very good game in NHL 18. And all the even year games have been the best so far. So NHL 18 should add to that trend. Very excited for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one.